Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily go-getterism number 674 for August 7th, 2016. Today I want to talk to y'all about there's some things that you just got to get past, get through, get over. And of course we don't really like that. You know, it's a hard reality to face, but it's a reality nonetheless. You know, sometimes we just have to eat certain things. We got to eat that. You know, that's a slang that means that you have to take what was given to you. You have to accept some of life's disappointments. Even though we might not like the taste of what we have to eat. We might not like the looks of it. We might not like the sound of it. We might not like anything dealing with it. But it's part of the ways that we learn things and we grow and we advance and get from A to Z. You know, nobody promised us that it was going to be a smooth ride throughout. Only thing that was ever said was that you got to do what you got to do. And as you get through life, you realize that you really do have to do what you got to do. And it's not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing at all. It's just that there's a certain amount of maturity that's gained through your experiences, and there's no way that you can ever really get the experience that you need without going through all of the crazy stuff. Now the real question becomes, why is it that some people are able to shake certain things off and move on seemingly easier than other people? Other people hang on to their disappointments for years, decades. Some people hang on to their fears, things that have made them afraid to do things. You know, they get gun shy. You know what gun shy is? That's when you try something for the first time and things don't work out. So you know, like if you're playing with a gun, you know, somebody's showing you how to work a firearm for the first time. And then you mess around, pull the trigger, and you hear that loud bang, and you realize that, damn, I almost shot myself. You become gun shy. It's the same way that if you try something different in your life that you know is supposed to be good for you, but you fail at it. You know, maybe you got humiliated. Maybe it just didn't work out the way that you thought it was going to work out. Maybe some people were there that you didn't expect to be there. Maybe you had to accept some things that you really weren't prepared to accept. You know, so you became gun shy. You tried it once, gave it the old college try. Like, look, all right, I said I was going to try this. So you tried it, and it didn't work out. You said, well, I'm not doing that no more. Because you got scared. You got spooked. You know, you may have gone into it thinking that it was going to be sweet. Everything was going to work out fine. Everything was going to be successful. You was going to do this thing. You might even been talking it up. You know, bigging yourself up, bragging a little bit. You know what I mean? Getting your shine on. And then when it was time for you to hit the stage or whatever, metaphorically speaking, then kind of bomb. You know what I'm saying? You either heard crickets or they booed you off stage and you said, nah, man, I can't go through that again. But the truth of the matter is that you can go through it again. You can pick yourself up, you can dust yourself off, and you can get back up on that horse. And it's important to be able to do that and be willing to do that. Because in order to be really successful out here, anybody that you see, I don't care whether they're a celebrity, famous or whatever, or whether it's just somebody that you know, you'll never find anybody out here that was successful in their life if they didn't go through a really tough struggle. There ain't no overnight successes out here. You know, when you see somebody that's supposed to be an overnight success, all that means is that they work overnight a lot of times, all night long for a long time. You know, for however long they had to do it. And they made the right connections with the right people and they got there. We can hate on it all we want to say, well, he got his, you know what I mean, such and such cosign, don't matter, they got theirs. They did things the way it was supposed to be done, and we got to learn how to do things the way we supposed to do them too. So don't be afraid to try again, you know, and don't be afraid that it's not going to work again. You learn a lot more from a failure than you do from a success sometimes. I don't like that fact, I really don't. But it's a fact. It's an actual fact. Because when you fail at something, one thing that you learn is that you don't want to fail again. So if you're smart, You'll go back, analyze, go back to the lab, analyze what went wrong, what you did. You know, look at yourself on tape or whatever, see what you should have done versus what you did do, and then go back in there and try to correct it. You might go right back in there, and if you get tripped up, you might make the same mistake again. But after a while, you'll start working out the kinks. And after you start working out the kinks and you see yourself improving, then that'll give you the self-confidence to do it again and again and again and again. And once you start getting good, then your confidence will really build up. And then you'll be able to compete. Compete with those who are supposed to be the best. And you'll be one of the best too. But you gotta apply yourself. You gotta test yourself. You gotta stop letting your fear take over and rule everything around you, man. Forget about all of that. You know what I'm saying? Fear. Fear. False evidence appearing real. Think about that acronym. Fear. F. False. E. Evidence. A. Appearing. R. Real. False evidence appearing real. It's just like a scary movie. Look at how many of us, you know, go into the movies. You know, we say, I don't like these scary movies. The scary movies be having me up all night and all of that. It's a movie. If you ever see the way a movie is put together, you'll probably never, ever even like movies the way you used to, because then you'll start picking them apart. Like, oh, look, this is the part where they cut. Look at the makeup. Yo, it's so much that goes into it, and all we see is the finished product. And that's the way we look at other successful people. All we do is see the finished product, and we make all of our assumptions based on that. All of our calculations based on that. We got to do something about that. So all I'm saying with this whole video is this: there's some things that happen to us in life. Sometimes we get heartbroken by shit. Does that mean that we should never date again? Does it mean that we should never try to love again? Does it mean that we think that everybody is a liar and a cheater and just no good for us? Some of us do believe that. That's a sad thing, because the worst thing that you can ever do in your life is to give up on yourself, because you owe it to yourself to be better, be as good as you can. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass, because believe me, I failed at a lot of things. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep trying. I ain't never gonna stop keep trying, and I'm never gonna tell y'all to not be motivated to try again. Only thing I will say is make sure that you're going after the right thing. That's all. You know, focus on the right thing. You know, don't try to be the best bank robber, or the best thief, or the best killer out there. Just try to be the best person that you can be. All my heartbroken people out there, don't be afraid to love again. Once your heart gets messed up in the game, I mean, you don't want to live that bitter existence, man. That ain't what's up. Believe me, there's a top for every bottle, a cap for every bottle, however they say. That don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, false evidence appearing real. I didn't make that up. I got that from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, it's real. It's real. You know, false evidence appearing real. That's fear. Don't let your fears overcome you. You know, get past that shit. We got to get past it. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, false evidence appearing real. Nah, that shit ain't real. It ain't real. Only thing real is trying again. It's going for yours. Even if people laugh at you, how you gonna laugh at somebody that keep trying? How you gonna laugh at somebody that refuses to give up? How you gonna laugh at somebody that you know is learning more and more no matter what they do? You know they're gonna get there eventually. You know what I mean? Especially if they have the talent and the skill to make it happen. You know, you ain't gonna just keep falling on your face. And neither will you. So let's get that thing popping. I'll holler at y'all later. UrbanTherapyWithSun.com. Go to the website, get down with the website. The movement is moving fast, it's moving in the right direction. We want y'all to move right with it. You know what I'm saying? Daily Go Get 'em is a mind, right, and body better fitness program, baby. Get with that too. And I holler. Yeah, that. That's what it is.